What's up, guys? How's your week been?
Ah, fuck. Best day ever, man. Best day ever.
Really?
I'm off the next 2 days, and I'm just excited to just hang out and not do shit.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, you just went back? Were you on vacation? Whoa.
Oh yeah. Self quarantine. Yeah. I was thinking about doing the self quarantine, but I feel like I'm just gonna do it too early. So I'm gonna end up being way too late on it because I don't want to be too early on it.
So you're gonna wait to do your self quarantine?
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do it yet. We'll see.
Maybe wait till you're actually sick.
Well, I mean, then
Yeah.
it's too late.
Then you'll die. That'll be
Right.
fun.
I don't know.
Fuck you, man.
Is it rolling?
I'm not.
Yeah, he's not hosting. No. Oh. For the intros?
Yeah.
We
I think 2 intros is right on. I think that's
Okay,
perfect.
cool. Hey, everybody, welcome to Speakeasy, gentlemen. What we do here is we drink and talk like we would at a bar, but one, we're also far away, and two, it's coronavirus quarantine. So, coronavirus it works out well for us. So, I'm hosting for today's season 4, episode 18.
That's
Yes.
right. 18.
Fuck yeah.
8.
Nailed it. Got it. 18. That's a good number there. Is my what?
Yeah, third one. No, I think David may have hosted an oddball episode before too.
I think he did actually. I think it was a day like that you just couldn't make it, so David had to host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one day you were like really sick and you were like ghosting it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're
So
like,
we've been
"Oh,
doing this show for 2 years, and you've hosted as many episodes as you've hosted your own show that you just started doing.
I'm doing great for my own show on that standard then, yeah. Fucking awesome. So Josh is up in Spokanistan, Washington. Pierce is in Phoenix, Arizona. Yes.
Yeah,
George is in Garden Grove.
Garden Grove.
See, you don't even fucking know. You give me shit every week.
I know. I was like, because you always
I
fuck
say
it up. I'm like,
Westminster.
don't say
I
Westminster.
say
Don't say
Westminster every time, even when he was living over in that other place.
Dude, how many times have you moved, George? Like,
Oh, let me see. First place we moved to was in Mission Viejo. Then from Mission Viejo, we went to Rancho Santa Margarita. Then from Rancho Santa Margarita, we went to Laguna Hills. And then after that, we stayed 1 month at another place in Laguna Hills, like literally down the street. So we lived a few places.
So 4 or 5.
So 4. So this is the fifth apartment we've lived in since.
Yeah. David obviously moved to the garage.
yeah.
He's an upgrade.
What's up, guys?
So much room.
Check
in
it
here.
out. I can do aerobics in here. Actually, I could.
So much room for activities.
I like your race car bed. Yeah, my roommates got it for me last week.
Talk about
I'm thinking about getting on radio to talk to other race car beds.
race car beds.
So, what's everyone drinking? What do you guys got to drink?
I
Gosh.
got
Hello, son.
some Modelo, nice.
Modelers, bro.
I got some No Lie, red, white, and hazy IPA.
We know you're not lying. What is that?
No lie. Look at that. It's
Really?
What's the
it's
percentage
made
on
here. Born and raised in Spokane, Washington.
You're
What's
drinking
percentage
something.
on that bad boy?
I think it's like 6-1. Yeah, 6-1.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's good.
Pierce, what do you got? You're swimming with? Mike,
Snap.
lemonade?
Oh, naked.
Dang. Pierce, you can't get naked on.
And I, of course, am drinking Corona.
Come
Oh, you're
on.
drinking your dad's
Honor-
beer. Drinking-
Yeah, his beer.
What do you mean your dad's beer? That's what he drinks?
That's what he drinks. And also George and Manny brought I'll pop some beer. Thank you guys, everyone who showed up for my dad's birthday drive-by. And there was no guns.
Oh yeah, how old is he
You
now?
should have called it a parade. I don't understand why you called it a drive-by.
Hey, don't invite if you're in fucking Santa Ana. Don't invite a drive-by to your house. Probably the wrong phrasing.
Yeah, I should probably word it better.
How old is he today? Today's his birthday, right?
Today's his birthday, and he's 75 years old.
75. Wow.
Looks good though.
Yeah, he's still alive and kicking, man. I'm really happy that he's here.
He honestly looks like he's in better shape than you.
He is, dude. He fucking is.
When I met you, I would have guessed that you now is the same age he was when I met you. he was in like real good shape when I met you.
Oh, first time I met him, he was like ripped, like just walked up and I was like, oh shit.
I just expected your dad to be like you, like frail and like like malnourished,
Noodly.
And malnourished.
arms.
Noodly arms.
Yeah. Noodle arms.
Like, hey there, fellas. You guys got enough frozen burritos?
No, my dad's still he's still working out and shit like that. So he's keeping busy. Mom too. Yeah, we just took him out today. We went to Balboa Beach and walked around a bit.
Oh, you could get onto the beach over there?
On the beach, yeah. Everyone was kind of like spread apart.
They opened the beaches.
Social distancing.
The pier was closed, however.
Yeah, they closed. The pier's closed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
it's like a what's it called? Bottleneck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just going there and seeing that Cantina bar being closed kind of sucks because I'm always used to seeing it open, like stopping by and getting a drink. So.
Did you guys go down to the Wedge?
The Wedge.
The Wedge, yeah.
You were in Balboa, right? I mean,
like right there by like where it meets Costa Mesa or whatever. Is it Costa Mesa or is Newport? It's Newport, right?
It's Newport. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't go that far down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird now, David? You tell me as a single dude, all the girls that are wearing the masks, so you can't really tell if they're pretty or not. You know what I mean? It's kind of like blind dating, right? Like when you meet a girl, you're like, oh yeah, I hope you're pretty under that thing.
Well, bag them up anyway. It's face down. I'm like, I don't want to look
at you. Oh, hey, David, guess what I got today?
What? What is that? What's it say? Mouse rat. Oh, dude.
Mouse
no
rat.
way.
Yeah, that's not Ricky
awesome.
Oh, we get one that says rat.
What up, Jackie?
Elizabeth, what's up? What's up?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello. Who else is on? Jackie? Oh, I see him. Manny, thank you guys.
Jaqueline.
Thank you guys for stopping by. Everybody that showed up. Hey, you guys want to play the video now so you can see it?
Yeah, let's watch this. Drive by.
Drive by. my peppiest drive by.
Yeah, Pappy.
So my dad's the one in blue.
Where is that? You back there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All in black.
That's you back there, dude. You look fat.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Wait, what?
I think I was driving too fast, and then we're like, "We got
Oh,
here."
is that you?
That's me.
That's George. He was like, "Are you driving down the street?"
He like passed the fucking house. He's like, wait, everybody back up.
I don't know.
Might as well.
Like, nope, start it over.
Started over.
Thank you.
So that was man. I got George the beer. Fucking beers.
What are they doing? Throwing gang signs?
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
Where you from?
Were they like honking and shit?
Yeah, everybody, like the whole neighborhood, like came out. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
Mind
No
your
way.
damn business, Greg. Get your ass back in the house.
Do they have a cardboard sign?
Yeah, there was a sign on
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Little Yaris.
I think that was my brother and his girl.
Oh, Eric came through too?
Yeah, dude. A lot of family. Well,
Happy
family.
birthday, Dad.
My godparents came, cousins. My sister's godparents came. That was cool. Cause I felt really bad yesterday. I was, here drinking at home, and my mom was like, she's like, I don't know what we're gonna do for your dad because it sucks. Everything's going on. He actually wanted a birthday party, like a big party this year. I'm like, God damn it.
that. Oh, she only told you like on Friday.
Well,
She only
David organized that shit yesterday. Remember, it was
No, I
super
know.
last minute. He
It
was
was super
drunk
last
as
minute.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew from your text messages that you were trash, dude. Like half of those had to have been with one eye. You're
Really?
just, like,
Oh no,
texting-
they were. I was just like,
you like
I will
wrote it.
put my
You wrote
finger
it
on an
first,
open shark's mouth for 5 seconds.
right? You wrote it and then you replied to your own message and was like, seriously, nobody? Like,
No,
dude, calm
so
down.
everybody can see, like,
Everyone's
you
asleep and shit.
sometimes-
David's like sitting here posting messages on Facebook at 3:30 a.m. Still
Sometimes-
said nobody.
3:30 in the morning. You're like, you son of a
It doesn't
bitch! I
show
thought
up.
we were friends.
The algorithm doesn't show up on Facebook, dude. So you have to fucking post something, and then you write in comments, and then it'd be like, it'll show up as a notification. So and so replied, said a comment on their post. And you're like, what the fuck? You click on it, and then you read everything. So think a little smarter, dumbass.
Okay,
That's why no
okay.
one drove by
What's
from
your
my-
take?
Anyways, so, for the topics we got for today, obviously everyone's heard of the. I don't know if it's a rumor now that Kim Jong Un is dead.
Yeah, so I
It's
think
still speculation,
right?
right?
Are
They're
we
not gonna-
foreshadow? We're foreshadowing right now, right? Are we coming back to it, or are we starting now?
I think we're starting now.
Oh, I thought he was going to list off all the topics and then jump into it. Okay, my bad. So
no,
I
I
thought,
don't listen to it because it flows pretty well.
okay, so I thought that I shared the TMZ post initially, and then
Yeah.
I saw it through like several different news outlets, but it all said rumored. Everything said rumored. And then today it was rumored that South Korea, not North Korea, but South Korea released a statement saying he was okay. So
Yeah,
really?
nobody's seen him for like 2 weeks.
And a vegetable stick.
Well, I mean, those are the options.
So, what do you think though? Honestly, I'm worried that he's like, as soon as I die, you fucking nuke these motherfuckers, because he's not worried about repercussions because he's dead. Really? I saw the picture that was like boo.
I thought his sister's like a silly anime fan.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Oh, she's the Hillary Clinton, huh?
It's probably worse than that. Hey,
Yeah.
her name's Kim too, which is weird. Like, couldn't you guys pick another fucking name? Like, imagine being Kim.
Yeah.
Kim Yo Jung is her fucking name. And
I wonder if
guess-
they just call them by the other parts.
Girl
Yo,
Kim.
Jung.
Oh, the other names? They call him dictator.
They were saying it was like a botched heart surgery or some shit.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
the surgeon had shaky hands. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, kind of nervous too. I'm like, fuck, I better not fuck this up.
You guys watch The Office?
The Office. He's
He,
like
yeah,
the
he did. Office surgeon, number one, steady hand.
steady hand.
Something went wrong.
I
Yakuza
killed
boss
Yakuza
died.
boss.
I'm a good surgeon.
I am
Number
good
one.
surgeon.
So, speaking of dictators, you guys heard that Germany canceled Oktoberfest? First time since.
Dude, I'm very disappointed about that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, dude. It's been
Oh,
actually,
It's disappointing, but that's incredibly responsible.
it is.
Jackie said
What?
it's rumored that Kim Jong Un got a penis enlargement. That's
Yeah,
why
got a
that's
penis
why he's been out.
Because he's so fat. He couldn't see it. He's like, where is it?
Dude, that's what sucks, man. Because I have right now I have money. I planned on going on a vacation, like a fucking trip. Right? I got like halfway through the year last year, I got a passport, like ready to fucking go, and then
Damn.
this shit happened.
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
hopefully next year it'll clear up, and then, that sucks, man. I mean, the festival's been a thing since 1810, and it brings in about 6 million people from like
Jeez,
all over.
Imagine how much money that is. 6 million people.
Exactly.
All of them are spending bank.
Not-
dude.
Yeah, they're not doing it, man. That's, I mean, I don't know how many, like what they have it in Munich, right? I believe.
Yeah, Munich.
So, I'm pretty sure a lot of those people rely on that tourism season right there for them. So, fuck them. Feel kind of bad for the people of Germany. Never been the bad guys.
They've never been the bad guys.
Speaking of Germany, did you guys see Puma release the new shoe, the little trainer shoes?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw that.
Here, go ahead and put that photo up, please.
You got it.
You're the tech guy.
The Hitler
Didn't
shoe.
you get the photos?
The Hitler shoe, dude, that he sent you.
Jesus.
How am I supposed to put that up?
There you go. So the designer said that they didn't notice it, and they're like, "Oh, now I see it," which is strange because Puma I don't know if you guys know this, but the guy
two
who
brothers, right? The two brothers.
yeah, Rudolf Dassler and Adolf Dassler are two brothers, and they were both in the Nazi Party, and they started the shoe companies Puma and Adidas. So I don't know what everybody's bitching about. You think this is supposed to happen? I mean, like they're like, yeah, here we go. We're still Nazis. I'm wondering, like, do they come with red laces? Like,
No, you got to earn those.
You got to earn those. Damn. But yeah, everyone's pissed off. So I don't see why. I'm like kind of waiting for Hugo Boss to come out with something to go with the shoes.
Didn't Hugo Boss design the uniforms, right?
Uniforms, the Nazi, yeah. That's a fucking like a dark joke that they try to keep buried. They don't want anybody knowing, but everyone fucking knows. Come on. Right. So someone there was a person who wrote about the shoes. It was like a fucking person on Twitter said 8 out of 10 on the Hitler scale. I'm like, what? You're not going to give it a 9? Got a little jokes lined up here and there. Kind of.
Pierce, one of my favorite
message. What did it say?
I sent Pierce a message. Go ahead, David.
One of my favorite bits actually it has to do with Parks and Rec. When Jeremy Jam is trying to, make Leslie look bad, he's like, this is all part of her plan. And you know who else had a plan? Adolf Hitler. And she's like, please don't say it. So dumb.
You just got jammed.
You just got jammed.
Double jam. So speaking of Parks and Rec, their reunion episode is airing on the 30th, which is next Thursday.
Is it going to be like a social distancing one, or are they like in person?
It is a social distancing one. It's starting at 8:30 p.m. on our time, West Coast time. I don't know, on NBC, half-hour special. It's supposed to be based off of the current situation. Leslie's trying to stay connected with the Pawnee Parks Department through a video chat like this. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of, I guess they're gonna have several guest stars kind of pop in and out. I'm curious to see who it's gonna be.
You think Louis C.K. is coming back?
I hope so. I want to see Paul Rudd. I want to see April Ludgate.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd. That's gonna be good, man. What's that coming on? That's airing straight to NBC?
Yeah, it's going to be on NBC.
So Thursday, right?
This Thursday, yes. Yeah. At 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna watch it. You guys gonna watch it?
Oh fuck yeah, I am. I mean, I'll be working at 8:30 p.m., but I'll watch it.
I'll watch it later.
When I get off.
I'll record it for sure because it's
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of other celebrities and stuff, Musso and Frank's closed for the first time.
No way. Yeah. Damn,
So,
I want to go there. I wanted to.
I really want to go now because Pierce, you actually got that photo? The other one?
Yes,
Musso
I
and
do.
Frank's.
How is he supposed to put that up?
He's never run Tuck before. So I guess they're suing also their insurer for not covering their losses because they just lost 6 figures.
Whoa.
Yeah, the 84 employees that took a 6-figure losses. So yeah, it started oddly enough. Musso and Frank's, very famous out here in Hollywood. It stayed the same, correct? Like since its opening, nothing's changed inside.
Yeah, they didn't change anything.
Yeah.
Inside.
Started in 1918 during the Spanish flu, but this shit happens. So like,
my gosh.
Years later, yeah, this is what closes them down.
They've gone through 2 pandemics.
I mean, and they have so many fucking celebrities that have like signature dishes that they always go.
Every celebrity, like big time, has been there, eaten there, drink there.
Aren't they paying their employees right now? Wasn't that?
Well, they maybe they were. They just lost 6 figures, so probably not.
Yeah.
Not more.
I don't know.
Wow. That's what I really feel bad for, like the restaurant industry, man, like clubs and shit. Really, after this, you know how we've been talking about doing our stand-up for so long? Like, after this, we fucking have to, dude.
We should.
Like,
we should have done it out in Vegas, man.
We should have.
Yeah.
But
because I had stuff lined up.
Yeah.
Shit. I was for sure either going to get stabbed or shot because of some of the jokes I had lined up for Vegas.
Yeah, I figured that's where you're going with it.
Well,
You'll go
times change.
Well, I mean,
You'll
those
go
are the
real
best jokes.
Jesselnick. I could tell when I like a few of the jokes that you've written and like said to me, you have a real Jesselnick delivery. I could tell that he's like a big inspiration to yours.
Yeah, it's the delivery, like the timing wise, I guess. So much how he exactly delivers it, sort of that dry humor kind of thing.
Yeah, well, and slow and very contemplated.
Yeah.
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 But I mean that's his style. He's very methodical about.
But the thing is, like, some of these comedians just get away with some shit like nobody else would get away with it. Like, how the fuck does he get away with it, dude? You know what I mean? Imagine like how fucking ostracized Louis C.K. got. I mean, I know what he did, but even somebody like famous like Louis C.K. who just went deep dark like that, like, I don't think he'd survive. There's a lot of people that would not survive talking like he does.
No. A lot of people, yeah. It's funny, like, what was that stand-up special he had a couple years ago that was on Netflix where he was in San Francisco? And he's like talking, he's like, people always say, Anthony, I bet women go to your show and just hate the fucking shit out of you. And he's like, no, stupid women don't go to my show. So he's like, stupid women come to my show. He's like, smart women don't come to my show. He's like, they know better. It's so funny. Anyways, so speaking of Brad Pitt, actually SNL hosted their second time in, like, I don't know how, they like took a month break, I believe. So they all had a social distancing sort of stay-at-home episode.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch the entire episode, but I watched the opening, which was Brad Pitt portraying Dr. Anthony Fauci. For those of you who don't know, he's the national director of the National Institute for Allergies and Infectious Diseases and stuff here in the U.S. And he's the there you go. Thank you, Pierce. Anthony Fauci is obviously the one on the right. Brad Pitt's the one on the left. He's actually the White House correspondent for, like, the coronavirus and everything going on. If you've seen a lot of the videos of, Trump giving his speeches about the virus and telling people to like inject themselves, kind of like with Lysol, I guess, in a way.
What I read was he was like, wouldn't it be cool if we found a way to inject disinfectant into our bodies or some shit like that?
He was doing it and asking I guess the scientist was to his right.
He
kept leaning over. He's like, we can do that, right? And we can use ultraviolet light, right? And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing?
So there's Yeah, he was back in the 80s.
Wow.
So he's been around for a long
So he
time.
he knows his shit. He's been around for quite a while.
That's
but
good.
You see him in the background of most of the videos. He's just like face palming like the whole time. He's like, why is he saying this shit? But it was funny because he was on an interview with CNN, or they had him on, talking about what was going on, and the lady that was hosting the show, she asked him, she's like, "Oh, SNL is planning to do, another episode, a stay-at-home episode. They haven't done one in a month, and they're looking to, probably use you as a, a main bit for their stand or the comedy, or whatever." And she's like, "What actor would you like to portray you?" They're thinking Ben Stiller or Brad Pitt, and he's like, "Oh, Brad Pitt for sure, Brad Pitt." So then, they know they got Brad Pitt to actually do it.
Hold on. Put his picture up again, real quick.
Wouldn't you agree that he looks more like a Ben Stiller, though?
No. Bond. What's his name?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel
For
Craig.
Sure.
Daniel
Yeah.
Hey.
Good call on that.
Daniel Craig.
Hell
Is
yeah.
it the
Look at the facial structure.
Who the fuck?
Martin Short?
Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
The
That
fuck
British
is Martin
dude.
Freeman?
The British dude. He's
He's in Sherlock. I think he would play Dr.
Okay.
Fauci.
George. You remember Hot Fuzz? Like, hello, Nicholas. How's the hand? The first guy he goes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
okay. I always forget. I always
You're right.
forget.
You're right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he's like a skinny version of him.
Yeah. He's more slender, I think.
You want to
Maybe.
go higher? You want?
I'll put it
Can't
in
have to come all the-
picture right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he was in what was that name of that
Oh wait,
movie?
that's not who I'm
World's End.
thinking of.
Here's
Then
oh,
who-
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, it's
holy
really good.
shit.
Good
But
call,
he's
Pierce.
got.
Dude, just throw the glasses on, he's done.
Well, throw the glasses on. Yeah, just give him a little makeup. Yeah, he's even got the forward wrinkle for it. Just needs a little bit of work, is all. And he'd be perfect.
The wrinkles happen from him doing this the whole time whenever Trump's speaking. So yeah, he's obviously there was the bit when Brad Pitt, was portraying Dr. Fauci. He's like, I'm here to break down what Trump is trying to say and give you guys the actual truth. And they showed a clip of Trump saying like, no, I'm not going to fire Anthony Fauci. I like the guy. He's a great guy. And it cuts back to Brad Pitt. He's like, yeah, I'm getting fired. So how soon do you guys think I'm pretty sure he's going to get fired, man. Like, I'll give it like a couple weeks.
Does he fire a lot of people?
Well, Trump has been notorious for firing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know on his show.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Well, like now. I mean, who is that first?
Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. See
What?
that? I can see that, Rowan Atkinson.
I could not see that because he's.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme, David? There was. Got
it.
It said that the last thing Kim Jong Un saw, and it was Mr. Bean.
It'll be on later. We got it. Josh, you got anything for Netflix and Hulu?
I sure do. I don't know if you guys know, but it has been a year since Endgame was released. 1 year anniversary today.
Holy shit, dude.
Let's drink to it.
You know what I'm hoping, though?
Huh.
Real quick before we drink, I'm hoping that today would mark the end of coronavirus, like Thanos snapped, right? And they killed Thanos today, so hopefully, right? Huh? It's the end?
Maybe.
Or half people are gonna die.
Well, or that. What is this? Okay, I like that. Ooh.
What is this? What are you doing?
What is that?
Jack.
It's a blur.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
So anyway, there's a couple Marvel actors that are in a couple of projects that I'd like to talk about. So one is blowing up on Netflix right now. It's called The Extraction. You guys heard about it?
Yeah, I want to
It's
watch
starring
that.
Chris Hemsworth.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth,
I
aka
article,
Thor.
but I didn't.
I watched the trailer. Haven't watched the movie yet. He plays a mercenary who has to extract a kidnapped son of a drug dealer, like a notorious imprisoned crime lord. And it's produced by the Russo brothers, who made the basically blew up the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
So both of the Russo brothers are producing it. It looks fucking amazing. It's super action packed fucking movie. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good to see him in a different role. I mean, it's still action, but like a John Wick-esque role, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking cool.
Well, he's a mercenary. John Wick is a retired hitman. It's kind of a little different, but...
Yeah, that's what the esque meant.
Yeah.
I really want to see... Are they making more John Wick movies?
I don't know, but you know what? I didn't...
They're going to make another one.
I watched number 3.
They're going to make another one.
I watched number 3, but number 3 is available, I think, on Hulu. But I don't want to watch number 3.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I like 1 and 2. I think I like 2 the most, but I didn't really like number 3 as much. I feel like it was just like.
Wait, so you're saying that you already saw it, or you don't want to watch it?
I saw all 3.
Oh, you saw all 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to like rewatch number 3.
It.
I feel like if it was number 2 was on there, I'd be watching it more. But I don't know. What do you guys think? How would you rate them? 1, 2, and 3? How?
Any of them?
Oh,
What?
God, Pierce.
What? Man,
that is your
you're
mission.
missing out.
That is your
You're
mission. You got to watch all of them.
Come on, dude.
Pierce,
Kill
on
them.
this show, we've talked about it a million times, and we've even shown memes. Like I remember before Endgame came out, we were talking about him killing Thanos and stuff. You posted yourself. You clicked the button that posted up the fucking meme.
Shared the image.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, have you seen my dog?
I kind of know what it's about.
Oh, you gotta watch it, man. It's
Obviously, his
fantastic.
dog fucking dies.
It's fantastic. What is it called? I want to say Carlisle, but that's the street I live on. I feel like that's wrong. What's the hotel called?
Continental.
Fuck, the
Continental. Yeah, the Continental Hotel. Like that whole agreement and shit that they have is fucking amazing to me. Like
Oh, hell yeah.
the thought of that stuff is awesome. You gotta watch it. Pierce. You gotta watch it.
With the John
So
Wick
do you have
Assassin
high
Hotel?
hopes for 4 then?
What'd you say?
Do you have high hopes for 4? Do you think it's going to be shittier than 3?
There's gonna be a 4?
Yeah,
Did you say there was?
I thought there was a show.
I don't know. So my thing is, I mean,
did you not see the end of 3? It ended in a continuation.
yeah, I mean, they kind of do in general, right? Like every one, you're like, oh, you know, it's like the chicken and Family Guy, like he always opens his eyes at the end. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep happening, but
they're gonna milk that Keanu train until it's dry, man.
yeah, I just feel like I feel like number 1 and number 2 flowed together really well. And number 3 was just like, all right,
They took a different
mission
turn with number
accomplished.
3.
What are we gonna do with it?
They took a different turn with number 3, and they really like expanded like on that universe with the assassins.
I feel like they could have probably expanded number 1 a little bit longer and let him live in that lifestyle a little bit longer, because I would have liked that. You know what I mean? Just live in the life, live in the lifestyle of Hitman, essentially. And then it goes into, you know, him being extradited or whatever. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, number 2, something else that I want to talk about. It's not on Netflix or Hulu. Some of my family's out here, and Alyssa, my niece, got us started on this. It's on Apple TV, and it's got Chris Evans in it.
Captain America, right?
Yes, Captain America. So it's a limited series called Defending Jacob. It's based off a novel, I guess, of the same name. And he plays a DA whose son is basically being convicted of murder. And he has to obviously like defend his son. And he's having these like it puts his like.
Yeah, is that even?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's him representing his son.
No, it's like in real life, would that be allowed? Like,
well, what I'm saying is, I don't think he's I don't think it would be. Oh, well, yeah, I guess why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be allowed? I mean, you could self-represent. So why couldn't you represent your family?
Where the dude's uncle defends him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
You see all the time in like cop shows, like, oh, I knew the victim. Like, no, you're too close to the case. That's why I'm giving it to Simmons.
Well, because he's investigating a case versus, being defense. I think you can. Anyway, I'm not sure if he's defending his son or not, like actually representing his son in court. But I did watch some of it because it's a limited series, like I said. I think it's only a couple episodes in, but we had to subscribe to Apple TV so we could continue to watch it.
How much is that?
I think it's only $4.99 a month.
Really?
Yeah, and it's available
really
on like
cheap.
other devices. But anyway, like I said, it challenges his marriage, and then he starts to realize that there's some things maybe he doesn't know about his son's life so much. But this kid basically gets murdered, and it gets pinned on his kid. So you're not sure if it's his son who actually did it or not.
Classic Chris Pop.
Yeah. So those are the 2 things that I have to get up on this week. I'm really excited to watch The Extraction. I'm going to watch that later today for sure.
Yeah, I want to watch that actually.
I say everyone here should watch that so we can talk about it next week.
Let's do it.
Do it. Jinx?
Sure, I'll try to make time.
I was wondering, like, if Apple TV is a thing now. Like, are they making you pay for a brand new TV in order to?
No, it's just a streaming service, so you can download it on your phone.
Because you know how Apple's notorious for like, oh, let's make a phone and take out all the stuff that's standard.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna come out with a new streaming service every year. That's really the same streaming service.
Yeah, you gotta subscribe.
They're gonna charge you more for it.
Shittier and shittier.
That's cool, man.
George, you guys?
Huh?
You got anything? Any topics or anything you want to talk about?
Let me see. So, obviously, you know, with the pandemic and whatnot, like I mentioned it earlier, the beaches had reopened up in California.
Yeah, I guess some of them, because we were obviously at the beach today, and then I think my sister was saying that it's Long Beach County that has some of their beaches closed still, I think.
Yeah, it depends. I think it goes from county to county. I know that they opened up some of the beaches in Orange County. I think they opened up Huntington Beach, Liso Creek Beach, and Laguna Beach. Newport Beach was open. So I mean, most of them were open, but I mean, it says that they're supposed to be practicing social distancing. But I'm like looking at images and like, it just looks like a fucking summer day on the beach.
How to do that.
They don't.
Like,
No.
At Balboa, everybody was pretty spaced out. They were like,
you
they
go
look
to
good.
the grocery store and people will try to slide by you, and they will just wait because they don't understand. People don't normally have a concept of personal space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's changed me completely though.
What do you mean?
It's changed me completely because I'm the person who when I go to work or something, I'm like, hey, how's it going? I like shake people's hands. Like even if I see you every fucking day, I shake your hand. Like, hey, how's it going? And now like there was somebody who came to introduce themselves to me, like a new representative of a company, was like, hey, like they were looking for like upper management, and came was like, hey, I just want to introduce myself. And she went to shake my hand, and like I sat there and thought about it for a minute, but I just feel like it's so socially unacceptable to leave somebody hanging like that. So I threw my hand out there, and then I talked to her for a minute, and I was like, hey, you're going to want to sanitize your hand because, social distancing and stuff. She was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about it. But I felt like I had to throw that out there even though I shook her hand.
Me, where I don't care who the fuck is trying to shake my hand. I'll just look at them and be like, what the fuck?
But that's how you've always been, man.
You've always been like that, though.
I'm the type of person that, like,
I like to shake people's hands.
Pierce, you're too low. I'm the type of person that as I'm like walking into work, there's someone eating like a burrito in the parking lot. I'm like, hey man, let me get a piece of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't ask for strangers' food. Nobody thought that was weird at all.
Especially like at work, like because we have a lot of people that come from other stores because theirs are shut down. And so they come and then they're like, hi, I'm whatever their name is. I don't even pay attention to that either. But
nice.
But they're like, nice to meet you, and they try to shake my hand, and like, I do that same thing where I just look at them, but then like instead of like, oh, this is socially awkward, I'm like, is this guy stupid? Like.
I just do the fist bumps lately, like just kind of like.
No, I don't even do that. We do elbows.
Just do a chicken wing, man. Chicken wing.
Yeah, we do elbow bumps. We don't do fist bumps, like no hand touching at all. There is something I wanted to talk to you about, David.
Yes.
Remember how last week we were talking about how I play PUBG still?
Yeah.
So somebody at my work was like, you know that you could connect your PS4 controller to your phone, right? And I came home yesterday, I connected my PS4 controller to my phone. But the problem is you cannot play PUBG on it.
Yeah, I think because when it's mobile, it has to be on the phone. I think they.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So I thought I could, but there's another thing I could connect to my phone that like has shit to
controller.
Yeah,
it basically
it's an adapter that turns into a controller, right?
Yeah, on-screen adapters or whatever.
Yeah.
But my nephew Michael was like, you could play PUBG or not PUBG, you could play Fortnite. I was like, all right, I guess I'll give it a shot. I fucking hate Fortnite, dude. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like Fortnite.
Like I tried playing it and I was just like, this sucks, man. And like you could build walls and shit. Like, I don't want to build a wall, okay? Like, you know what I mean? I just want to go and shoot people. Like that's I just want it to be like, like military based. You get dropped, and then you just fucking shoot people. Like that's all I want. Simple. But you can't do it. Like they kick people who use I had to download the secondary app, and PUBG will suspend your account and shit if you get caught using it.
Fucking Call of Duty's been like fucking.
Can you cast the game to your TV from your phone?
I can. Yeah. It depends on the TV, because I had an Apple TV box, like the streaming box, and I had an iPhone, and you could fucking cast anything to that from your iPhone. Yeah. But now I have to, because I have a Samsung. It depends on the TV and the box I have.
Okay.
I was scrolling through like Instagram the other day, and I came across ad for a small little projector, like a portable projector.
Oh yeah.
Portable.
Did you get it?
Oh, I haven't got it yet, but I'm kind of checking out, see which brand is the best, because I'm so concerned because it's so small. You know how hot those things get? I'm like,
oh yeah, for sure.
How
I really want to know what the future of gaming is going to look like. Like I saw this video of people that put on haptic suits. Yeah. Have you seen that? Yeah. They put on.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be like
you know what haptics are? Like when you touch your phone and it vibrates.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what a haptic is basically.
It just means
so they put on these haptic suits and they play these VR games, and when they get shot, they feel it. So they'll have a helmet. They know when they got a headshot because it like fucking ticks.
Has like a little vibration.
Or they get shot, or they go like and like with zombies, they'll go in a zombie game and they know like when a zombie fucking hit them, and their screen turns red and they get they feel it on their chest and shit.
Yeah.
Like next fucking level, dude.
It's gonna be like Ready Player One. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Well,
I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen Ready Player One either.
They're saying that the COVID-19 stuff is kind of accelerating virtual gaming too.
It's gonna have to. It's changing the way we. So right now, what we're doing is we're realizing. Right now, we're realizing what jobs are necessary.
Yeah.
Where we're wasting money, because all of these monies could, like, all these people right now, all these jobs, people could actually work from home.
Exactly.
Or the ones who are not working from home, like they're probably in obsolete jobs, because they're laying them off, and the companies are still running without them being there. So they're like, oh shit, this middleman right here is not necessary. Kick him. But we're gonna start seeing a huge change in industry for sure because of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope there's a different, like a pay increase for people who are working still, the essentials, like, fast food workers, nurses,
Yeah,
groceries.
a lot of places have UBI talks right now, like a lot of countries.
David, I like how you compare fast food workers to nurses.
All the essential people, just like everybody that's actually working still, like serving
That
food.
has-
Yeah, but I mean, nurses are more. They're like face to face with it every day. As to where fast food, you might be, but not really.
Well, and a lot of studies show that if you're the person who's constantly exposed to it, when you get it, it hits you so much harder, versus a person who's exposed to it once.
Did you guys read the article a while ago about how California might have been hit with this before any of the shit really happened? Like back in November, they were thinking.
Yeah. They knew about this stuff back around that time.
Like October.
The problem is
I heard August.
They weren't. The problem is they weren't testing for it, and they didn't really know what was going on. So they attributed all of this stuff to the symptoms of what it was, versus it being COVID-19 because it wasn't named back then.
Coronavirus shit. Speaking of, I need to get another beer. You guys keep talking.
Great.
I'll be back. Just real quick. I need.
Why didn't he get two? Why didn't he bring two? This fucking guy.
Rookie move.
All right, so I have some shit to talk about that I was planning to talk about on my own show, but there's a few honestly. So I talked about Apple TV, and on Apple TV they are going to release Fraggle Rock. So Fraggle Rock's coming back. You guys remember that?
I saw
I've
that.
never seen it.
I'm so excited for that.
So Fraggle Rock is coming back, but here's the kicker. It was created during social distancing, so they're actually filming it from iPhone 11s at their house.
The fuck?
So the creators, the actors are doing it all from their house, filming it on iPhone 11s, and it's capable of streaming. That's how fucking advanced we are right now. Our cell phone cameras are capable of fucking creating this HD quality fucking.
Well, yeah, all those cameras like on most smartphones now, they're all HD capable.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So it's gonna. That's what I'm really excited to see it though. What that's gonna look like, because I mean that's even gonna change TV now. Everyone could do this shit from their home, cut the audio themselves, and then one person just compiles it together and fucking throws it out there.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys been watching all those talk shows that normally go on? Like
I haven't.
I've been watching them and they're on YouTube now, and I'm just like, wait, like without all the studio and stuff, they're just another. Like,
I hear some of them suck, actually.
Yeah, some of them do suck.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about that
'Cause
last
they can't-
week when
they
I
can't-
when I
they
watched
can't do their own
UFC
audio.
with no audience. You
Yeah,
know?
no audience. It's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I
There
hear
was
some of
one
those
episode where
talk
Jimmy
shows.
Jimmy Fallon actually played like audience laughter, and
Did he really?
Yeah, and it like it made a lot more sense.
Nice.
So they're having to change their format. Like they're kind of adjusting based on, how it's hitting people.
I think we should get a soundboard, and whenever we say something funny, like one of us should just have a button that we push.
Push it.
It has laughter.
So you want us to become like a cheesy like?
Yeah, like a laugh track. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
sitcom.
You're like iCarly, where Sam has the button.
So we talked about that today. I confused something. Like Alyssa said something, and I confused it. It was Victorious, but I confused it with iCarly. It was something that they ate. And Jessica was like, "Did you watch iCarly, or was that like after you?" And I was like, "I think I watched a little bit of it, and then I grew out of it." And then she was like, "Oh, I watched some of it, when I had the kids." And I was like, "Yeah, I had a kid too, so I was watching it." I was like, "But David watched it, and he doesn't have kids."
That show was really fucking funny, man. I think the last season, like last few episodes, man, it really started coming into its own. I wanted it to continue, her going to college and having the show still, and the relationship with Freddie and Sam going on,
No, I don't think anybody knows what you're talking about.
iCarly,
I
yeah,
don't.
not a lot of people do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we know that David didn't grow up with cable, so there's no way that David watched it when he was young. So Dave, when did you get into iCarly? You had to have at least been 18.
Yeah, I was like 20, 21, I think.
21 years old.
I was over at a friend's house watching. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Because you're drunk and like wake up and someone else has.
Just kept watching.
After a while, I was like,
but you keep watching.
"The show is it's pretty funny." Yeah.
He's like, this show's pretty good.
It is because I think Spencer.
That kid
I was like
with the,
Jerry Trainer.
kid with the camera, Freddie. He's got a nice way of talking.
No, dude. Spencer's my favorite character for sure. He's so fucking weird and goofy.
They still use that meme of him with the ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the stop sign, whack him over the stop.
It's like, what do you got there? And he's like, a
Smoothie.
milkshake.
A
Or
milkshake.
smoothie, whatever.
Smoothie, yeah, smoothie.
Yeah, because after some of the characters, the way the show progressed and like how it was near the end, it really started like becoming a really funny fucking show, and it was really its own thing. And I was like, I wanted it to go on, but then
Did you ever watch Drake and Josh? It was kind of a precursor to that, and then the Amanda Show was a precursor to that, I think.
The Amanda Show.
Amanda Show. That was back when I was a kid, dude. You
Amanda?
didn't know back then.
I remember that show.
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda
Back then.
Bynes.
Amanda
Didn't she
Show.
go crazy?
No, but wasn't Amanda Bynes'
Oh,
show?
she did. She's got a face
Nick.
tattoo. Did you see that?
What?
They're all Nickelodeon, George. What are you
But
talking about?
I thought iCarly was Disney.
No, all
No,
Nickelodeon.
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 Joshua
okay.
watched that show on Disney. Was it Good Luck Charlie?
Good luck, Charlie. I don't
Yeah,
know
that was
any of
Disney.
these fucking
Yeah.
shows.
Josh, that was Josh's show.
God, I'm old.
Pierce, see if you could pull up a image of her real quick. Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
She got
I'm
a
not-
face. She got a face tattoo, and she looks like
Not fine.
trash, dude.
That's
So bad. I remember she was struggling with alcoholism. She was in Easy A. She was the girl who made fun of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh,
when
yeah,
she was
yeah.
when she was
That
in
was,
Easy A,
just
she was like
before you-
plastic surgery, like
Yeah.
almost unrecognizable. And now it's like, what the fuck happened to her?
All right. Okay. I like that scene where she finds out her boyfriend cheated on her, and he says it was Emma Stone, and she's in the locker room, and she's walking up to her, she's like, "Oh hi," and then she just slaps her. It's like, "Oh my god!" It's the funniest fucking thing, dude. Easy is one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
dude.
just look at
I love
this,
it.
dude. I just bought I bought
That's
both.
not-
I bought both I Love You Man and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Look,
Oh,
she
really?
looks like the fucking Cash Me Outside girl, dude.
A little bit, yeah.
That is Amanda Bynes
That is a
with a,
shitty.
with a fucking janky ass heart tattoo on her face.
Looks crooked.
It does look. It looks like a fucking 3-year-old drew it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Oh
horrible.
my goodness.
And she's got like a crazy septum piercing.
Oh,
Josh
dude,
was-
Yeah, she totally got work done.
She's been getting work done. Oh my!
Oh
Look
my
at that.
god.
Chola, dude.
Oh my Lanta.
Can't
Look
say
at
Chola. She doesn't have
that.
the hoop earrings, dude.
Chola.
Bigger the hoop. the
How
better
do
the
you
hoop.
know? They're probably under there.
They're probably under there.
Under her hair.
They're,
She
like,
just needs a
really-
lip. She needs a lip liner,
Yeah, the lip liner and like the drawn-on eyebrows.
right? Jeez. Yeah, that's Amanda Bynes, man. She was like she was an up and comer. She was a big actress back in the day.
She was.
She actually wasn't too bad of an actress too. Like
Oh, she was funny.
she played that kind of down to earth, no nonsense type person. And little did we know she's crazy.
All right, well, time for the Speakeasy meme exchange. I kind of sent them to you in order, Piers. I did sent them to you in order. I don't know if you want to try and pull them up if you can.
Speakeasy.
Waiting on Piers.
What memes?
Yes, the memes that I sent you.
About that.
Well, Piers fucked up again.
I thought those were from last. See, when I said, do the images start at
Hey, really quick, did we lose Josh?
we did.
Oh shit! Again? God damn it!
When I asked you, did the picture start at the Hitler pictures? You said yes.
I said yes because those 3 pictures specifically were going to be on the show during the show when I wanted you to show them, and then I sent you the memes afterwards and said these are the memes at the end.
Well,
But
I may have a way to do this. So
just kind of wait for Josh to reboot and let's continue on with the show. Anyways, how's everyone else's day going on? I don't know. Say in the comment.
Good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
David, you watch anything interesting recently? I watched a few movies recently?
I did.
What'd you watch?
The Seventh Seal.
The Seventh Seal. What is that?
1950. No, 1958. 1958. A German movie. About a guy. He's a knight Templar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He is playing chess with death.
Damn.
It's a foreign movie, obviously, really old. It was pretty interesting. I've always seen. I don't know if you've probably seen it's like the infamous photo of that dude in that sort of like cloak that's kind of wrapped around his head, and he's just all black, and he's like holding it open kind of thing. And he's like by a beach sort of thing.
Okay.
He's death, and
I figured out the memes, by the way.
you got them all.
Yeah.
Here we go. Meme time. Wait, those aren't the memes, Pierce. The memes that I just sent you today on the messenger. Those are the memes. No, Pierce. The ones I sent you on Messenger.
These are what you sent me on Messenger.
Where'd I go?
Scroll down on Messenger.
Where did George go now?
Oh, shit. We're losing everybody.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we
now.
can hear you.
Okay.
Where does it start, David?
Captain America.
Captain America.
And it should end with Lenny from The Simpsons.
All right.
Wait, maybe not Captain America. It might have been the tweet. It's in dark mode. It's got a little text. Sorry about this, everybody.
Jackie wrote, "Get yourselves together."
Yeah.
Sorry, but it wouldn't be an episode of the Speakeasy Gentleman without some hiccups, right?
It wouldn't be my episode of the Speakeasy.
That's true. It wouldn't be
No.
David's episode without any problems.
Oh, fuck up, man. I don't care.
David, I don't think you sent me memes today.
Pierce, I sent them to you on Messenger.
Dude, I'm on Messenger.
This is horseshit. Let me see.
I have all the memes that you sent me last time.
Okay, I want to get out of this right quick.
What was wrong with the meme that I just put up, though? We never showed those.
Yeah.
Those were from a while ago. They're old now.
But we never got to them, and you were like, I want to see
Yeah,
them.
Pierce. They're here. 7:04 p.m. today.
I see a little blank spot.
A little blank spot.
Are we done?
No, we're actually. Pierce is trying to find the memes because apparently
I didn't get all the
send
memes
them.
you sent me, David.
I sent you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 memes. So
Hey, George got kicked. Was that my fault?
yeah, everything's fucking up.
No, I'm here.
Try restarting your video, George.
Dude, so after I left, everyone
Alright.
else got fucked up?
So, after you left, George's video got fucked up, and David apparently sent me memes that aren't on the messenger, so I didn't even have the memes.
Well, he said, so when you asked him to send, or when you asked him to email the video, he said, do you want me to email the pictures too? And you were like, no, I got them.
Yeah, the pictures that I put up, the 3 pictures.
Oh, yeah, there was only 3. That's right. You only put up 3.
No, there was those 3, and then I had the memes that I sent after. I specifically sent the same thing to you, Josh, thinking that you were going to do the thing, running tech.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I asked you to forward it to Pierce, because
And I
So
forwarded
did you
it.
forward it? Maybe that's why.
probably.
Maybe it didn't go through when you forwarded it. But I have some memes in there.
So, Comic-Con is also canceled.
What?
Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Comic-Con's canceled.
Comic-Con is canceled for the first time in fucking ever. I don't know. I don't have a date. But that's
Anyway,
another
what
note.
was the
That's
first
another note that
Comic-Con?
I took. That's an. Oh, dude, if you're talking about like the New York Comic-Con, that
The first Comic-Con. When was that?
I think the original
like
was New
in
York,
the-
wasn't it?
Early 70s, I think.
Early 70s, I think. Yeah.
I think it
think
was in
it's
New
around
York, though, wasn't it?
It was here. I'm pretty sure it was on the West Coast, like here in California, I want to say.
March 21st, 1970.
And
San
No,
Diego.
New York City Comic-Con was July 24th, 1964.
Ooh-wee.
Whoa.
Yeah, New York.
Maybe it was a different name, because I asked for the first Comic-Con.
It says
Nice.
first recorded official comic book convention took place in New York City, the New York Comic-Con.
Oh, wow. I didn't know we stole it from them. I always thought it was our thing.
No.
My regards.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know they
I
have a
think
big
I
one over
learned
there, yeah.
about the New York Comic Con watching Batman and Bill. Do you guys watch Batman and Bill?
No.
David,
No.
you don't want, man, come on, man. It's like you don't even listen to my recommendations, dude. I talk about it every week, and all you gotta do is take an hour, maybe two out of your time to just watch a fucking movie that I tell you to watch.
You said something I don't listen. What'd you say?
Batman and Bill. Actually, David, to defend you, I believe that Batman and Bill I talked about in the very first episode of this show.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't here for that.
And you weren't on it. But Batman and Bill is currently on Hulu, and you should watch it. So
Yeah,
it basically talks about how Bill Finger developed Batman with Bob Kane, and Bob Kane basically took all of the glory. And Bill Finger died basically without getting recognition of Batman. So he was instrumental in the development of Batman and died before he got recognition. He died alone in a fucking what's it called, in a senior home or whatever, or in
did he get acknowledgement? So is that what
he did? He did. So
he got acknowledgement later.
The documentary essentially is about this guy who did the research into it and realized that it's not just Bob Kane who helped develop that character. So his goal is to get him accredited for helping develop Batman and get his family money from Warner Brothers for, obviously developing.
Yeah, for his. Yeah,
so
okay.
I think the first one, unfortunately, is Batman versus Superman that he got credit in. So I'm pretty sure that's the very first one where it showed in the pre-credits. It showed Batman based off a character developed by Bill Finger and Bob Kane.
We should keep in tabs.
So they're not gonna backtrack and give him credit for all the other productions.
Well, I mean, there's no way for them to go back. I mean, I guess like newer releases they could go back and edit it, but they gave a healthy sum of money. I'm pretty sure it didn't release the sum in the movie, but they gave his family some money. They were like, "Hey, Warner Brothers, here you go," gave him a fucking fat check.
Okay.
Like George Myers Sr. here.
Yeah. But he did some research because Bill Finger's son was gay and didn't have, or initially he thought he didn't have kids, so it was like, who the fuck do we give this money to? You know what I mean? So he had to really backtrack. He did a lot of fucking research to try to find, because his son died. I should have said that. No, we're not giving money to the gay guy. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with that?
I meant he was
no
gay.
money to the gay guy.
He was gay, so he didn't have kids, and he also died. So they were like, what the fuck did we do?
Who did they give money to?
Yeah, so watch the movie. It's a really fucking good movie. It talks about different iterations of the original Batman, how they mapped him out, like initial drawings, and some of them were stupid. Bob Kane's original idea was not great until Bill Finger came in and turned him into the dark, black and gray scale, and it just like he fucking changed the character and like altogether. They hopped on the Superman bandwagon. They were like, hey, this, Superman got released, and they were like, we need to come up with a character. And then, they spent hours drawing different versions of Batman until they came up with one. So it's a good fucking movie, dude. You should watch it. I know. I mean, you like docs too, right?
I love docs.
That's me, man. Every now and then, so I like indie films and I like documentaries. So I'll go and I'll just find one. I'll search and search and search, and then when I find one, I'm fucking super invested, and I'll watch it all the way through. I like it so much better than fucking mainstream films.
Nice.
So what's happening with mainstream films? Are they the films that were supposed to be released this year? Some of them are being...
Everything's gonna get pushed back, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot. They have released some movies that were in theaters to to streaming services. So,
yeah,
I mean,
they have, and there was a fucking big one. I wish I would. They're talking about releasing the Scooby and Shaggy movie, or I don't remember what it was
Scooby
called.
and Shaggy?
Oh, Scoop.
Yeah, Scoob. They're talking about releasing Scoob straight to
Is it live
on demand.
action?
To be honest, that actually probably would work really well.
It's we talked about it on the show. I think it's made by the same Illumination, the one who makes Despicable Me.
Despicable Me.
Pretty sure it's made by them.
Okay.
But it looks actually really fucking good. And what I think, I mean, they're doing it the right way. Like they just released the Trolls movie, but I feel like they're not well, with Trolls they are, but like with Onward, the Disney movie, they didn't they released it, to pay to watch, and then released it to Disney Plus like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So if they really want to
if you
make
just
money
wait,
off of it, you gotta sit on it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you got to sit on it.
You hear that Disney's not paying their employees right now?
Disneyland or Disney in
Disneyland.
general.
I think it's
Oh,
a
no.
Disneyland.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, the theme
Yeah,
parks.
they decided to not pay their employees just to
With the-
save.
With the
500 million a month.
virtual monopoly that they have, why
You have to
yeah.
imagine how much property they own. All that stuff needs to be paid.
Here's my biggest problem is I've known a lot of people growing up in Anaheim, a lot of people that worked at Disneyland, and oftentimes they have to have 2 fucking jobs because
You have
Disneyland
to.
does not
They
pay
don't
you
pay
enough.
enough.
They work
No.
at Disneyland because that's the fucking. I mean, you're a member of the cast, right? Like that's a job you want.
get
Like
to
you
go
grew
to
up in
Disneyland.
Anaheim. You grew up in Anaheim. Find out you fucking work at Disneyland. Like you know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah.
place you want to
You're
go.
the next.
Yeah, but they have to fucking work there and work somewhere. Like, what the fuck? You got to work
Yeah,
a
it's-
second
you gotta
job,
work
and you
somewhere
can't
else.
pay those low level like employees.
Like a living wage, something, like with all the fucking money that they make every year, pumping out all this shit.
Well, I'm not
know,
even
buying
saying. I'm not even saying while they're working. I'm saying now, like as they're displaced. You know
There
what I
should
mean?
be. I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're sitting on so much money. They should be more than.
They're not.
capable.
They're not sitting on money. They need that money to circulate so they can turn over stuff to make more money to pay for all their ventures.
Manny says Disneyland is expected to close for the rest of the year. You know what that means to me, though? Honestly, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but that means huge park renovations. You have 24-hour renovations on that park. Imagine all of the fucking new attractions they could have by the time they open up.
It's
I
also
I was saying
it's
that they
also a
should do all the
possibility
fucking
that
road work
Disneyland
right now,
goes
too.
under.
What'd you
Yeah, road work. Pierce is talking about road work,
Oh yeah.
dude. Out here in California, forget about it. Like, we
They're
need that.
doing a lot of road work right now.
Well, here they always take fucking forever to do road work, and now they're not even doing any of it.
Oh
like
shit!
the streets here are just always closed for like no reason.
Trying to go to work, streets closed.
There's like one animal that dies in the road. They just put cones around it and let it decay and absorb back into the earth.
I can't tell you how many times that I drove through road work, quote unquote, and there was just nobody there. It was just blocked off. And I come back later in the day, I come early, it's just blocked off. And then all of a sudden it's not blocked off.
It's like here in Santa Ana, Bristol Street. It's like really the main, big street going through Santa Ana. For as long as I've lived here, there's always been construction somewhere on Bristol.
Always.
Sometimes there's even like 2 or 3 different areas of construction where you have to zigzag your way through if you're going down Bristol. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's like the widening of the street actually kind of helps, but then, somewhere further up the street, they're like, oh, we gotta have construction here. I'm like, didn't you guys just fix this fucking road? What are you doing here again?
By
They
the way,
just
speaking
half-assed
of
it.
Disneyland, one of the relatives of Walt Disney actually spoke out against them.
Relative to
way.
Disney?
Yeah, she spoke out against their not paying the employees.
Wow.
What do they say? Do you know?
Imagine being a fucking Disney, dude. Is she an actual Disney?
Yeah, her last name's Disney.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa,
I didn't
you
know they-
keep that family name going, dude.
Mhm.
Like I don't care. I mean, even if you remarry as a girl, you're taking my name, motherfucker. Like I'm a Disney. I'm a Disney,
I'm a
bitch.
Disney.
Like
But she was
Yeah.
talking about all the corporate
His
profits.
name comes with perks.
Like she was going off on them. She was like,
Yeah,
with
that's
all the corporate profits, we're not willing to pay our employees.
Yeah.
Like she was really going off, like a bunch of tweets in a row.
Yeah.
And normally, like you don't say that kind of stuff if you're, especially if you're like a relative. Like think of like a Walmart family member saying anything against Walmart. It'd be like on that level.
did you guys ever watch any of the movies done by Retlaw Yensid?
Who?
Retlaw Yensid. It's always stayed in my mind. I remember watching. It was like old World War II movie or something like that, like an airplane movie. Retlaw Yensid is a assumed name that Walter Disney went by. It's his name backwards. Rhett Law is Walter backwards. Yensid is
Oh.
Disney backwards. But I remember watching this airplane movie back when I was a kid, and was it Robinson Crusoe? Oh, that's what it was. Or Robin Crusoe. Made in 1966. Robin Crusoe. Lieutenant Robin Crusoe. Navy pilot becomes a castaway. I remember watching that when I was a kid, and I was like, Rhett Law Yensid, what the heck is that? But he was like, was that? I don't know. That says Walt Disney on it. There's one. I mean, it said in the credits. It said by Rhett Law Yensid. And even if you look up Rhett Law Yensid, it pulls up Walt Disney.
So why was he making movies with his name backwards?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. Rhett Law Enterprises is a company that he had.
So he had two companies, the Disney company and the Rhett Law?
Yeah, Rhett Law Enterprises.
The fuck, dude?
That's
crazy.
That's for
Isn't it
money
fucking
laundering.
weird? Isn't it weird?
That's for money laundering. That could be a thing.
That's some shady shit, dude, because, I don't know, Walt Disney was... I don't know if he sent money to the Nazis, but I know he made...
right? When you said that she spoke out against her family, I was gonna be like, what did she find her grandpa's electrician helmet? So I think my grandpa was an electrician. I got a helmet with some lightning bolts on it.
Yeah, like Walt Disney sent 5 watches to Hitler featuring Mickey Mouse in SS uniform.
Was he like? Did he have his
He's going to Mauschwitz.
Yeah, he's Mauschwitz. They know of existence 5 of those watches, but Hitler was never photographed wearing any of them. Heinrich Himmler, his right-hand man, the leader of the SS, was photographed with it. It was the only one to know that he actually wore the watches, and that's how we know they exist.
It's crazy though that they don't really try to hide that. I mean, even The Simpsons, remember, was like Supreme Overlords or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what company's really going far to try to hide their fucking past though? Well, I mean, it's not. I guess I wouldn't really be their past, but Jonestown.
Jim Jones, Reverend Jim Jones.
Yeah, but
Kool-Aid.
they actually they had Kool-Aid there. I know a lot of people say it's Flavor Aid, but they had both. Like they
Kool-Aid.
officially had both Flavor Aid and Kool-Aid.
And cyanide. Lots of
and lots of cyanide. But I mean, look at Walt Disney. I mean, even his stash is kind of similar to Hitler's.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't even know what Walt Disney looks
but
like.
I mean, I don't want to, talk bad about Walt Disney. I idolized that guy forever, man. Growing up in Anaheim, him and Carl Karcher, man. I mean, I don't know where Carl Karcher came from, but I know that he lived there in Anaheim.
He lived there.
He lived there in Anaheim.
He lived there in Anaheim. I eat those burgers all the time. Kind of want Carl.
I think he was from like Ohio or something. Yeah, he was from Ohio. And he died, and his resting place is in Orange, California.
How are those memes coming along, Pierce?
Yeah, Pierce has been typing, but now I'm starting to think that he's not really getting the memes. I think he's doing homework or something.
Okay.
Supposed to do homework after the show.
But also, David hasn't sent me the fucking memes.
Oh,
just
okay. So you don't have them.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, Pierce, episode 19
I have
is
memes.
next. Pierce, episode 19 is next week. Does that mean you're going to host?
George, we
Possibly.
actually talked about.
George might flex in.
Well, just
We're
let me know.
working it out.
Just let me know before
Possibly.
let me know by Thursday, so I have a little bit of time to construct the show.
One of you
Well,
guys
if I
just
haven't gotten back to you on Thursday,
And-
then it's you.
and you guys in the chat, or actually just write us a message to our Facebook page and let us know what game you want us to play, because there's a lot of games like this just in. That game was so fun. Our karaoke, voiceover karaoke, or our celebrity caller. I mean, we used to do a lot. We need to get back to that. The fun we used to play. I feel like
I like
Flexing
this just in.
voiceovers.
this just in is always good, man. But
It's so fun.
we really got to get into those. We really got to write them.
Maybe we could do a this just in, and then have the have everyone's from the chat send in what we should say.
Oh, that's true.
Send
Send us some. We've done that before. Send us some headlines. We've also, we've done that one recently though. What's that?
Jackbox.
The guess the top 10 and shit. We've done that a few times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've done some games.
Oh.
So we just got to do some games. Anyway, think about that. Whichever two of you read the show next week.
Thank you guys for joining in. Jackie, Elizabeth, Manny. Who else was in the chat?
Just them.
Just them. Thank you guys for joining in.
Jessica.
Jessica was in there.
Jessica.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay.
Pierce, I'm
Everyone-
like scrolling over your thing, like using my up and down button, and it's working. It was doing it exactly when I was doing it for a minute, and I was like, wait, that's not me.
You're like, oh my god, I have the power. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be here next week for either Pierce or George's episode. And
Nice.
I don't know, stay safe. You guys stay in. Take care of yourselves and keep drinking.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy